Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt. We're back again here today at the only place that we always can be. And as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, guys, we are back again with yet another episode, new pickups, and of course, this is episode 112. If you guys have been with me for 111 previous episodes, well, I appreciate that so much. And of course, if this is your first time here today, I appreciate that as well. We'll get into all that later, but let's jump into it here as we're going to try to keep this one in a reasonable amount of time, but we do have some really cool stuff here today and some random stuff at that. So let's jump right into it. First thing is first, of course, we already know all about the first one, and we know how quickly this other one happened to come about, and a lot of people felt as if it was just I don't know, I guess you could say some people thought it was kind of a bit of a cash grab in some ways, and I'm sure it was. Maybe it was just an honest mistake. Maybe it was just the way that the timing of things fell. But of course, if you say his name, he will appear, and he did appear twice in the ringside unsanctioned line, and of course, that is none other than Joe Hendry. And Joe Hendry here, this new one, a little bit different from the first one. Of course, the first one, we did get a different shirt. We did get different attires. We did not get the microphone. We did not get the title belt. We did get a different t-shirt, if I didn't already say that. And we also did get the musical stand that it came with, which was kind of almost like the Mattel entrance grates. But this Joe Hendry TNA exclusive, TNA Ringside Collectibles exclusive, and of course coming out of the unsanctioned line. This is a great figure. I mean, it is definitely a cool figure all the way around. I mean, of course, for the hardcore collectors, I'm sure every one of you have already received this. If not, it is on your list. And if it's not just for the figure itself, of course, that title belt is a big help to want to go and get one of these. So, and of course, myself, we were just talking about this in our past or last new pickups video. We were talking about belts. We were talking about how sometimes you gotta get something maybe you don't necessarily need just for a title belt. And I wouldn't say that is the case here, as there are a few differences between this and the previous. But what was so, I guess, convenient and also just, I don't want to say coincidence, but it did work out perfectly. When we originally got those first Joe Hendrys, there was a variant, and of course there was a variant to this one as well. It was just a belt placement, but the first one, we did get those variants. We had the regular style attire, which I'm not sure if it's exactly the same as this one right here. I'm not sure if this one's kind of got a little bit more of a silver look to it, so I'm not sure if I'd have to go back and take a look, see if that other one was either blue or maybe it was white. I can't remember. But maybe this one is different as well. Again, I'd have to double check on that. But in the first ones that we got, we did get that blue or white attire. And then we also got like that, I don't know if you want to call it like the Seahawks almost look in a way. But we're going to bring that one up. And like I said, it's, I don't want to necessarily call it the Seahawks look, but as you can see here, we do get that like green around that. It does kind of have that Seattle Seahawks look. And, you know, a little bit different, but this was the variant on the left, and this is the original one that we received, of course, with the music stand. And the reason why I am okay with the way that this worked out was when we originally got these, I said, well, if WWE is going to make one of him somewhere down the road soon enough in Mattel, I'm sure we're going to get that original style Joe Hendry. So I said, let me keep the Chase variant of the ringside unsanctioned one there, and I put the other one up for sale on MERCARI. And of course, that has long since sold. But I am happy that it worked out the way that it did. We do now have this variant on the left, and we also have a different style of attire on the right. And like I said, some things that are different, you know, and again, things that I like in the way that this just happened to work out. With the variant, we get the very, you know, stern face on the head with the smiling face off. With the new one, it is reversed. With the t-shirts, obviously the other one, just a Joe Hendry shirt, and then the newer one, I believed, with the logo graphic within that JH in the background. Again, minor differences, but at least it's a difference, you know, in the shirt, at least, as far as like those are concerned. Again, minor differences with the heads and the attire, and of course we get that microphone in there as well as the belt, but different enough that it is, I feel like it's worth to have both of them, and very cool figures all the way around. I really, really do like this new one though. That championship belt is, it is selling it for me no matter what. I'm just excited to have the TNA World title in the collection. It would be just incredible if for some reason between WWE, Mattel, Ringside, whatever it is, it would be crazy if we could get some throwbacks and maybe some older versions of these titles. I don't know if that would ever be a thing, if that could ever really come to fruition, but I would love to see some older versions of the TNA World title, as well as, you know, other titles that they have had throughout the years. But this Joe Hendry, like I said, very cool figure all the way. It's just, I like it. I like it a lot. It's got a lot of great stuff with it, and can't miss this one. I think you definitely want to get on there and get it. As of right now, I do believe they are in stock, but who knows? That may change very soon, and as he continues to grow. And of course, with what I would believe is a main roster debut very soon. He just dropped the title at Stand and Deliver, so I do believe that we see Joe Hendry immediately pushed up to that main roster spot after Mania. We'll see what happens, but that is what I see coming in the future. Up next, let's see here. We're going to jump now over to the Elite line. And up first here, a real, random. I couldn't even believe the way that this worked out. There was a restock of these on Ringside. I don't know how long ago it was now. Not too long ago, but somewhat recent, and I thought it was actually a missed post or something. Every now and again, I've noticed, especially through Facebook, sometimes things get like reshared or reposted as if they're happening right then and there, but they're not. So when I saw this originally, I was like, it's probably not right. I clicked on the link, and it was actually up. So very cool to get this Shawn Michaels, as Shawn Michaels is one of the, I wouldn't say few, but definitely, if not somewhere in the top 10, got to be close to figures that I collect attires for, so Shawn being one of them. And as much as people have said that this attire is terrible and they've hated it for years, they've talked bad about it, they've made fun of it, I gotta say I actually don't really dislike it. I think it's cool, it's different, it's a very different HBK. Of course, it was not meant to be the way it is, but very cool in and of it that it's not only just a very random attire, but it is also Shawn Michaels' last world title reign, last world title win, and I think that's cool in and of itself. So, but this is from the Survivor Series set here, the Elite set, and of course, it was a Build-A-Figure set, as always with these pay-per-view sets, and it was for none other than the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. On the back here, Charlotte Flair, Jerry the King Lawler, Kevin Owens. We do have the Jerry Lawler already. Don't really need the Charlotte. Don't really need the Owens as much as I do collect Kevin Owens figures as well. That is one that is still eluded me. Maybe if it's still around in a few weeks or so, I may jump on it. But one thing I do wish with this figure is obviously the attire that he has on here in the back. He's got that that entrance gear on. I do wish that we were able to receive that with this figure as well, but I don't know. If I had to choose, would I go with the belt or would I go with the entrance gear? I probably would have picked the entrance gear. Either way, a really cool Shawn Michaels figure and something different. So if you guys have not received this or have not gotten this yet, you might want to get over to Ringside and check it out, because it is not going to last long. I'm sure they will be gone sooner than later. All right, here, keeping up with some of the legends talking about Shawn Michaels. Well, now we're going way, way back, and it is none other than Curt Hennig before he was Mr. Perfect, right when they were just calling him Curt Hennig, and he's coming out of Legends Series 29. This series has been a up and down set, as we actually can spin this around to the back very quickly here. We do have the Heenan. We now have the Hennig. We have the Bulldog. We are just searching for that RVD. I've been told that it is not even in stores, so that may be an online only. We'll have to see how that goes. But either way, this figure really was a big deal for a lot of people because it was a 2-in-1 figure. So, of course, as you see him here in the package, he has his trunks on below. It definitely doesn't look like that. It looks like John Cena at the award ceremony. It might even be Shawn Michaels after he got that first world title. He was posing with something similar to this look, but that belt, it is so big. It is just absolutely covering all of him there. And but there are trunks under there, I promise you. And the AWA World Heavyweight Championship on Curt Hennig there. And, of course, off to the side, you've got his lime light green, almost maybe even getting close to mint green in a way there. It is his singlet. So you could have a 2-in-1 figure here. You could put that singlet on him and have another colored singlet of Mr. Perfect, as we've received so many. I don't know if we've had that one yet. If it's has been, it was not in elite form. It must have been in basic form, but I don't think we've received that color yet. So for you Mr. Perfect Curt Hennig fans out there that have to have him in every single every single singlet and just the color waves and whatnot, this is perfect for you, no pun intended. But of course the AWA World title, I think, was the big selling point on this figure, as well as the fact that it being 2-in-1 is very cool. But I gotta say, I don't know, I'm gonna have to get this out, take a look at this belt a little bit closer and see just how it looks at some point. It does look good in there, but maybe just the way it's placed, the way it sits, the way it covers him, the way that it's just encapsulating and kind of like almost eclipsing his body there. Maybe that's just why it looks a little off, but maybe we'll put it up into the shoulder area, over the shoulders, something to change the look. We'll have to see as we go. But Curt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, AWA World title, and a 2-in-1 figure, Legends Series 29. Make sure you're going out and checking for these. As I already know, a lot of Targets are clearancing most of this wave now. So if it is in your area, it should be at least coming down somewhat. So check those out, and I'm sure you guys will have a fun time hunting for the AWA World Heavyweight Championship. And speaking of letters, AWA, WWE, all that great stuff, right? Well, the three biggest letters sometimes that run the whole world, well, that's the New World. The New World Order, and it is none other than Lex Luger. And I am excited for this for a few reasons. One, obviously the Build-A-Figure parts. We're going to get that Bubba Rogers done and add another NWO member to the collection. But also, this figure is basically something I made a custom of a while back. You guys may have seen it when I have done the shorts or the clips, or even in some of my other videos. I have the Ultimate Edition Lex Luger, and we kind of made it into this figure. We used a head scan from another Lex, similar to this one, if not identical to the exact same. We put the NWO Wolfpack shirt on him in the package. He's got the NWO belt. He's got the regular WCW World Heavyweight title. So it's a very cool figure, but now I think with the way that this is, maybe we'll put that back to the way that it was, and we might just use this one here, because why not? It makes the most sense at this point. But Lex Luger looking great here, and very, excited to always get different versions of guys when it makes the most sense. And I think this one is a great piece to this line, and I'm looking forward to more NWO figures, whether it's Wolfpack, whether it is the original black and white, and when do we possibly see NWO 2000? Do you ever think we'll ever see any of those? You think we'll see the silver and black? I think that's what it was, if I'm not mistaken. But it's hopefully somewhere in the future. I'll tell you what, that would be pretty cool to see the NWO 2000 figures. And just because they could do a few of them anyway, it would be kind of cool to see what they would come up with, and, see what we would get, maybe even these Monday Night War Elites as well. So, but Lex Luger looking great. Can't wait to build the big Bubba Rogers figure, and we will be going from there. Up next, it's more of the Build-A-Figures. It's more of the same, but a little bit different, right? And this time we're going over to SummerSlam. This time we're going over to Jesse the Body Ventura, and it is the SummerSlam Elites. The Build-A-Figure is the referee, Jesse the Body Ventura. Of course, we're starting off here with none other than the Game Triple H. And this Triple H figure, a good figure. I think they did a good job on it. The only thing is, I believe I already do have one or two of this similar trunks or the same style. I'd have to take a look. We'll have to see. If so, we'll probably wind up getting rid of this one. If not, then I guess it is here to stay for the time being. But Excited to be able to build this Jesse the Body Ventura figure, as I didn't really need the whole set. I believe the Stone Cold comes with a vest that we already have gotten, and if not, I definitely already have it. The China, very similar to the Monday Night Wars figure. Definitely different. I'm not saying that it's identical, but it is very similar in some ways. I don't really think I need that either. It's not something I'm looking for. And even out of these figures here, these next two that you're about to see between this Triple H and the final figure that we have here today, which actually, funny enough, I didn't save the best for last, I don't think, on this one today. We just kind of were rolling right through them. But this Triple H figure is great. I love Triple H in this era. But again, if we already have something identical to this or very, very similar, especially with the trunk design, I'm sure this one will wind up on the MERCARI. But it is nice to have all those extra Build-A-Figure pieces, because we're going to put this Jesse Ventura together tonight. That is for sure. But Triple H here, SummerSlam Elite, a very cool figure. And again, we'll spin this one around to the back so you guys can take a little look. But like I said, Triple H here, and the Stone Cold and the China, I just don't think it really makes sense to get them. I don't really think I need them. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. We will have to, just have to see how things go. And maybe we'll come across it somewhere. And who knows, maybe that China will wind up in the collection. But that Stone Cold, again, I got to get a good look at it. I got to get some more photos online, check those out, and see if that vest is exactly the same. If it is, then it's definitely, no reason to go after it. But if not, then it may be coming to the collection soon. Triple H, though, here, SummerSlam Elite, very cool figure. Like I said, love the packaging. The design is great. And I think that era of Triple H is by far the best, at least to me. And that's probably because I'm being a little biased. That's what I grew up on, the 2000, 2002 Triple H. I mean, I just don't think you can get a better version of the game. Up next, last but not least, not that I was saving the best for last, like I said. I mean, I do like this figure a lot. I don't know, though. If I had to pick my favorite of this whole video, it might be a toss-up. It might be a toss-up between that Joe Hendry and that Shawn Michaels was a good one, but I don't know. That one might still be ruled out. That Joe Hendry could have been there, but if not, this probably would have been second place on that, and this is none other than Mankind, coming out of that same SummerSlam Elite Wave. It's coming with all kinds of goods. We got the soft goods shirt, that really cool tie there with the WWE logo on it. I think that's awesome. I think that's actually just one of the best parts of this figure. We do get Mr. Sacco. We do get the Smoking Skull Championship. Very cool. We have not seen that in quite some time. I believe in the total amount of time that Mattel has been making figures, I think we've received that belt with 3 figures now, if not 4. I can tell you for a fact we got it with Stone Cold in the ringside exclusive. We also got it again with Stone Cold in the defining moments when he came with the 3 championships. And now we're getting it here with Mankind. I am not sure if we have received this another time. I don't remember. If we did, let me know in the comments below. But again, like I said, I think this is the 3rd and only time that we have received this belt. If not, that 4th one, it's evading me. It's slipping my mind right at the moment, but I don't think it is actually a thing. I think this is the 3rd and most recent time that we have received this. So, a very cool title, and one that is very sought after. I believe, between this and even like the Hardcore Championship, a lot of people really after that, especially now with Steve Blackman being out, a little bit easier to get. And of course, we've had some other ones along the way, but this belt is very, very sought after. A lot of people always looking for this, I think, and it's nice to see that we are getting it here again, and with Mankind, as that's even cooler. The story that plays out behind that, but Mankind, SummerSlam Elite Jesse Ventura Build-A-Figure set. It is the final one here on the video today. And of course, guys, I am so grateful you've been with me for 111 previous episodes. And here we are on our 112th episode. I think this is right, 112, 113. What did I already say? Who knows? It'll be in the description. It'll be in the title. You already know what it is. But as always, guys, if you have not already, hit that subscribe button over on the channel and make sure you hit that bell icon to see and hear from me each and every single day, because we are dropping videos each and every single day here on the channel. And of course, leave me a comment. Tell me, what was your favorite figure in this video today, and which ones are you jumping on? Which ones are you passing on? The long game, no game, some game, not a game. Oh, I don't know. Is it Triple H? It's the only game. So let me know. That's all I got to say. Let me know in the comments below and tell me what it is for you. Until the next one, guys, stay safe, stay tuned, and I will see you all there.